and thank you for joining me. I'm Mariah Diedrich with Yoga Mojo and Movement Therapy in Vancouver, Washington. And today I want to teach you a pranayama practice that focuses on specific areas where we can feel the breath moving into. A lot of times when we are stressed and we're holding a lot of tension, our breath becomes very constricted. It finds its way into our chest. We're breathing with our shoulders, letting them lift, and we can't really get a nice full breath. We can't expand that breath into the belly and into different areas. So this practice is meant to help to engage the relaxation response and start to reduce all of that stress that we're feeling and that our breath is holding. This practice can be done seated in a chair, can lie on the floor, lie on a couch, or lie in a bed. The most important part is that you are as comfortable as possible and in a place where you feel warm and comfy. You can see I'm bundled up in a sweater. Sometimes as we lie down we get a little chilly, so you can have a blanket nearby and perhaps a pillow or a folded blanket for underneath your head. If you come to lying on the floor with our knees bent, and if you lie here for a moment and notice that you feel really uncomfortable, that your head feels like it's really dropping back or your low back is a little cranky, you can grab either a folded blanket or a pillow and bring that directly underneath your head and just notice how that makes you feel. And make any adjustments you need to make yourself comfortable. Maybe feet are stepping closer towards you. Maybe feet are dropping further away. Maybe your feet walk out wide and your knees drop together to hold each other up, almost like a little triangle that the knees are coming together and holding each other here. As you rest, notice the connection of your back body to the floor. Bring your hands over your belly and start to notice the movement of your breath underneath your hands. Notice if there is any movement here in the belly. A lot of times we hold stress in our bellies and we clench and we engage and we have anxiety and nervousness and all that stress and tension, and it's held right here. And just notice that with kind curiosity, without criticism, easy for me to say. And now start to focus that breath underneath your hands and see if you can start to soften your belly and let that breath really move itself into this area, expanding and letting your hands lift, and that gentle softening and lowering as you exhale. Imagine that you can breathe directly into your belly button and that you can exhale through your low back, releasing stress and tension directly out onto the floor. Inhale through navel. Exhale through low back. And now bring your hands up just a little and out to the sides so that you feel the sides of your body. Feel the ribs of your body. And start to expand your breath into your hands now. And notice maybe ribs are able to move out to the sides. Maybe there isn't any movement here at all. And just notice that again with that kind curiosity. And focus your attention on the breath and see how full you can make it, and let it start to release any of that holding and that clenching that you find along your ribs. And as we breathe in, the ribs might start to gently flare out to the sides. And as you exhale, let that breath move through your back body, releasing stress and letting it go onto the floor underneath you. And now, walk your fingertips just underneath your collarbones, at the top of your lungs. And let your hands rest here. And imagine that you're able to breathe directly into your heart now. And exhale through the back of your heart. Inhaling directly into your heart, breathing space, breathing relaxation, restoration. Exhale anything unwanted and letting it go through the back body, releasing it onto the floor. And bring one hand to belly and one hand to heart. And now feel the full expansion from belly into ribs, into heart center, all the way to the top of those collarbones. And then exhale through your back, releasing onto the floor. Letting yourself feel like you can sink directly into that floor. And imagine as you breathe in, you're creating so much spaciousness, so much expanse within you, pushing out tension, pushing out stress. You're filling the space instead with nourishing, rejuvenating oxygen. And as you exhale, you're letting go of all those unwanted things, breathing through your back, letting yourself rest and give in to the comfort of the floor. And twice more, expand your breath into your body, filling belly, filling ribs, filling heart, expanding fully. And that long, soft exhale, letting yourself sink a little deeper. And one more time. And now just let your hands return to a comfortable position. Let your breath return to its natural, unguided state. And just notice how you feel here. Notice any sense of relaxation that has started to pop up for you. Notice if your body feels a little calmer after practicing this breath. And when you're ready to come up, gently bring your feet to about hip width apart if they've been out wide. If you feel like taking a stretch, you can reach your arms up overhead. Maybe even the legs feel like drawing in one at a time. Give yourself a nice hug, wrapping arms around the legs. Maybe even a little rock side to side if that feels soothing to your soul. And then let yourself roll all the way over to one side and use your arms to slowly and gently press yourself back up. Coming to a comfortable seat, bringing one hand to heart and one hand to belly. Soften your ears away from your shoulders. And just notice the energy coursing through your body. Notice the movement of the breath underneath your hands. Notice how you feel. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that pranayama practice or breathing practice was helpful to you. This can also be done before you go to sleep at night if you're having trouble turning your mind off. It can be a lovely way to start to let your body know it's time to sleep. And if you're like me and your brain wakes you up in the middle of the night and you can't go back to sleep because you can't turn your brain off, focus instead on your breath and maybe that filling, nourishing breath, and letting go of all of those distracting thoughts and that stress and letting them release away from your body. I hope this practice was helpful for you today, and I appreciate you joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.